Oke guys, welcome back. Kali ini kita akan menyaksikan pertarungan antara Onic melawan Blacklist di MPL Filipina guys ya. Adalah game pertama dari Bergazi dari Filipina.
But the fact that Blacklist has an Edith and Olivia with them, and of course a little bit of magic damage that the Florin can dish out, is something Onic needs to respect.
Cukup agresif guys ya dari pemain Onic di early game.
As you said earlier, Renmar for Yoshin is really more on giving vision for Yoshin. We saw him earlier on that purple buff for Sensui. So this is somehow a slow start for both teams because the ultimates are very, very crucial.
Di sini Onyx Super Princess dengan Valentina. Dari segi kostum emblem bisa kita lihat guys ya. Wah, Valentinanya emblem assassin guys, dengan Martis assassin, Irithel assassin. Di Blacklist nggak ada ya, nggak ada emblem assassin guys ya di Blacklist.
By the way, there's 3 members on the side of Onic rocking the assassin emblem. It's the Irithel, the Valentina, and the Martis as well. So you have to watch out for the potential burst scaling for that Onic can dish out. But that looks like something Blacklist International also considered because of the fact that they did draft the Florin.
Oke, udah mulai agresif di sini. Artis dari Aizen. After pertama sudah dimulai. Edit datang guys ya. Wah. Langsung dapat. Perslap guys ya. Tuh Blacklist. Gimana yang telah men-take down jungler dari Onic.
Maximizing the knockup of the Earth Shatter, and then the purple buff stolen by Sensui. Onic is not having the best start. It's
Turtle plus purple buff di Yuri guys ya.
That will hurt for Onic, and we saw actually Super Prince to get vision on that purple buff of Sensui. So it's really more of Blacklist International.
Di area Goldland bisa kita lihat di sini.
After that turtle tank.
Kalau udah berhadapan dengan Irithel.
And of course the tankiness of the Edith in the early game, which is definitely something that's very difficult to bypass for Onic, especially now that we know they're waiting for that Irithel, waiting for that Martis to really scale up, get those kills in, and that makes Yoshinu's job so difficult because 3 members of Blacklist have Purify, and you know, it's so hard for him to get these pickups.
And there's no really burst, I might say, for Onic if they have on their lineup.
Coba untuk mengganggu Armin dari seorang Kemusi.
For their squad, just get the info. But Blacklist, they're not stopping with their rotations, and this is one of the different things about
Terslanya dikali guys ya di area bottom line sama Edith.
Very well. That's something Onyx stopped in their round 1. And number 2, Gem's having a hard time against Edward. In their first meetup, Gem actually man-marked and shut down Edward from being effective throughout the game. But now, in the first sequence, in the first 5 minutes, Blacklist are having no problem with that. So that means Blacklist has come
lawan Ryzen.
It's difficult to play Charizla if you go for penalty zone, no one has damage yet. So you're stuck there in that position until you get to a point where you know the Irithel can explode.
Samsu sudah mulai guys ya untuk kartu kedua. Dibayangi oleh Donsu. Wah. Nice. Dari Edith. Terslanya lasit guys ya. Wah, nggak dibiarin ya. Masih bisa guys selamat di sana. Artis dari Ryzen. Lagi play turtle guys ya untuk Blacklist.
And yeah, the lack of damage here by Onic, the continuous damage coming out of the Lilia, the resets that she'll be able to get. Of course, those slight cooldown resets before she reaches max level is still relatively high. That you have to
Dari
watch out for it.
segi
It's just
fight
Blacklist out damaging Onic, and
untuk
Onic having to
sementara
play for the late game now
Blacklist
with their Eartha. And
lebih
this is one of the
mendominasi
conditions
guys ya.
we talked about when it comes to Blacklist. They don't
Dan
necessarily need to
beberapa
play slow
keunggulan
and
gol.
wait. They can make the late
Dua
game
kill.
come faster for the Claude, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, especially right now that Renegade just keeping everyone so healthy. They have so much leeway. They just go aggressive.
Yeah, and we actually saw Oheb
Wah,
already
tukar
on
lane ya?
double laning. So that's one difference, probably on Irithel and Claude, the mobility. So Blacklist International
Oheb.
is just pretty solid on their rotation. We could see a Windtalker already for Nets coming to this game.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Yeah. You have to do those double lanings as well.
Claude's one of those few heroes who can actually do that, right? So they're doing it very well.
Sensui.
Onic, they are trying to dance around.
Berusaha bermain agresif di sini.
Okay, there's a poke from Sensui.
Paksa
So
memukul
they're just
mundur.
helping Oheb to actually
Jauh
secure the
dari-
turret on the bottom lane. So it's really more of securing the turrets here for Blacklist International. As to what the lead is now
Onic.
2.4k gold. But wait, hold on. Sensui is already low on life. But
Wah,
Yoshino
sakit pak Claude-nya.
is there as well. So forced away is Onic Philippines, and Blacklist International still continues that aggression.
You feel bad for Yoshino. You saw him desperately try.
Oh.
Okay, no, I thought something was gonna happen to them.
Could've been bad.
Yeah, that was a massive knockup. Anyways, so Yoshino was desperately trying to kick back Sensui, but then all the crowd control
Satu
being dished out by
outer
Blacklist
turret guys ya
International.
udah
And just
hancur
when he was about to kick
untuk Onic.
Sensui further
Berhasil
away from the
didapatkan
members of
oleh
Blacklist, he was taunted by the
Claude
Fredrin, meaning he lost a little bit of
di
control
area
in
bottom
terms of
line.
being able to dish it out and finding a good angle. So right now, Blacklist International are handling this show
wah.
very well, and look at that.
My goodness.
Yoshino.
Little by little.
Somebody stop these guys. They're not slowing
Turret
down.
ketiga guys ya.
And you know what?
Free
If
lagi
you're
loh
Yoshino,
untuk
you
ini.
really have a hard
Blacklist.
time on trying to have that beautiful kick because there is a lot of hope from Blacklist.
Lagi guys ya, 3 turtle
diamankan
diamankan oleh Blacklist.
So
Wah, wah.
for Onic, they just really have to
Dari
wait
segi gol,
for,
wah
Nets to
cukup
have
jauh
the
guys ya,
damage
beda
and have Super Prince to do those
beda
bursts
3.000 ya,
again.
beda 3.000
That
guys.
Lilia is a problem. Onic can't get close, and that's what's single-handedly stopping Onic. Yua is a Neo Beast right now with this Lilia. Literally a Neo
literal
Beast.
Neo Beast. Actually, such a beautiful skin. I hope you guys already locked that in because it's gone. Can't get any.
Sensui
didn't.
coba untuk memberikan
That's one of my favorite
zonin
heroes.
kepada pemain-pemain dari Onic di sini guys ya.
But anyway, Blacklist International, they're not sad with this type of rotation because we saw Onic Philippines on the
Wah.
aggressive side, but
Yue
is already low on life.
wah
So a bit
dimasukin
slow
pak.
on that secured kill
Satu
for
kill
Onic,
point
but
guys
it's
ya.
not a kill because it's
Wah,
against Yue, the burst
Yoshino.
damager.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
Ancaunya.
There's only been 3 kills in this game so far. It feels like
Harusnya
we've seen a
dikasih
lot of
Martis,
things
guys, ya.
happen already, and it's only 3
Martisnya
kills.
cukup
There's
ini
been a
loh.
lot of them just poking, and then
Couple-
we
couple
mentioned that
babnya
earlier, Black was like,
habis
trying to
dicuri
go for
soalnya
poke
tadi.
as well, while Onic goes
Itu
for burst.
gol,
Blacklist
Pak.
goes for poke, and yeah, Blacklist are poking. Onic still not being able to burst just yet, but at some point it's gonna be evident.
Wah, 5
As
pemain
an
guys
item.
ya.
Suddenly Blacklist
Dari
will
pemain
wonder why is
Onic
our
berada di
concept
area
gone? Why
hutan
are we terrified
top
constantly?
lane.
That Valentina being able to catch up is one of the keys right now for Onic to be able to turn this game around.
I like the aggression being shown here by Sensui, just making sure he's a very stout.
Oh,
recruit here
Martis
for Blacklist.
Okay, Raizen's gonna be the target, but will still be alive.
masih
so it's
belum
just
menghasilkan
okay for both
apa-apa ya.
teams. Blacklist International just getting prepared for this Lord objective. Actually, it's 9 minutes already. So even for Ryzen, as much as possible. Okay, middle lane. So middle lane, if there's a hit map,
Floor pertama guys
in
sudah
this
muncul.
game, we could see that this part is gonna be super
Oh yeah,
red.
it's gonna be super cloudy. With all these footsteps.
Yeah, it's all just there, focus alongside the river. And you can clearly tell Blacklist acknowledged what Onic did to them in round 1. Oh, but up top, someone's gonna get kicked.
Someone could have gotten
Oh, yeah.
kicked, but now
Purify.
Purify coming in to save the day.
So it's a good thing for Onic actually that Oheb doesn't really have the Purify before this Lord.
Videonya
So
mau
they might
dihapus.
wanna force a kill against Oheb this time around, so everyone is getting positioned for this bigger objective, but I think
Yeah.
this is gonna be a
Masih
long one.
sama-sama
Because, of
safe
course,
guys
this
ya
is
permainan
not
dari
Onic,
kedua
so look at
tim.
that. Just dealing or just poking each other. So we have
Yeah.
Sensui up front.
Yeah.
And
Dan
Dallas
Sui di sini
on
mencoba
position.
untuk
Yeah, Onic might need to play for something different
memberikan
because Ryzen is one level
cloning
behind Sensui,
pada
so you still have to win
pemain-pemain
stretcher battle if you're Ryzen.
Onic
Wow, it's a very messy
untuk
one here.
tidak
Edward
mendekati
already
Lord.
used the onward.
Okay, we
Wah.
already have the pick for Yoshino against Edward. We have the penalty
Di
zone as
ulti ya
well.
Edithnya.
Gem and Oheb on that free hit. And it's gonna be a kill again for Blacklist International. As
Double kill
Edward
guys ya
will
buat
get a bubble
Edithnya.
kill.
Wah wah
Plus
wah
they
wah wah.
have the opportunity right now to get this Lord objective. So 2 players
Pak
down
Lord
for Onic
terbuka
That's the thing about this hero, man.
luas
You can-
untuk
it's a
pasukan
tank. In
Blacklist.
your mind, you're saying
Lord
this guy is
pertama
supposed to
berhasil
be a tank,
diamankan
but he
oleh
hurts
Yue
so much when he
dengan
goes on the primal wrath.
The kill
pilihannya.
onto Edward was... It seems like Yoshino was just trying to get
Tapi Nets
over
berhasil
something,
guys ya
get
mendapatkan
someone,
outer
but
turret dari Blacklist di
wrong
area
target.
top lane.
Edith is not
Satu.
the best course of action there, but it seems like Yoshino was trying to kick someone else, and now Blacklist are still
Oke.
in full control. The middle rotation of Onic
Kalau
was
udah di
shut down.
sini,
They weren't
coba
able to
untuk
shut down the middle
objective turret
rotation of
untuk
Blacklist.
mendapatkan
Lilia
outer
has to
turret
win
di area mid.
again
dari
this Lilia
Onic.
pick. In the
Wah,
first phase,
dari
just
segi
completely
item bisa kita
control
lihat guys
everything
ya.
that Onic wants to do. And now as we look at the items, up to a corrosion scythe already is this Claude, Berserker's Fury already, so 3 core items locked in by both marksmen. But the
Terusnya
difference is
Rutan udah
there are
sakit, Pak.
already blade armors on the side of Blacklist International, but there's a blade armor on the
Baik
side of
sekali
Onic as
dari
well.
Blacklist di
You
sini.
know what, with the damage actually of the Lilia, I thought it's a full burst items, but anyway, Yoshino's gonna be verted on.
Lagi-lagi guys ya.
And they don't need any
Terus
minions
sakit,
at
Pak,
the
kalau
middle
duitnya.
lane to secure a kill. That's how
Penalty zone padahal kena 3 loh penalty zone dari Terisla. Tapi malah Terisla yang tertek dan ya. Pak best turret dari area top lane udah nggak ada guys ya.
Yeah, we're at
Sedangkan
the
Lord
critical
tadi
point here.
sudah berhasil
The
di
power spike of this Claude.
Yep.
Only missing just
bersihkan
one item. Then
oleh
it's
Onic.
just scary, man.
Okay, in middle lane, so we will see a ton against Ryzen.
Wah,
Vix,
masih ada flicker dari
Onyx, so
Valentina.
Onyx is able to secure another inhibitor turret at the middle
Aman.
lane, but for Blacklist International, this is a huge 7.3
Tersisa 2 best turret guys ya untuk Onic.
12-minute game time.
Yeah, the word
Wah,
tanky does not
6-1 ya.
appear in the Onic dictionary right now.
Nope.
With a Claude
No
like
one.
that, oh my goodness.
Yeah, everyone's just getting melted. Everything's set up for the Claude as well. And again, this is what you get when you have more sources of magic damage. This goes back to
Dari segi gol guys bisa kita lihat. Pak cukup jauh. Karena berbeda 7.000 ya. Ya berbeda 7.000. Dimana diunggul oleh Blacklist. Dari segi kill 6-1 ya. Yang dimana 6 dari Blacklist berbalas 1.
But it's more of just Blacklist picking up that Lilia so good and playing it really well. If you're looking for a Valier alternative, that's Lilia, folks.
That's
The resets you can dish out, the slows, the damage. We have
Sekarang Onic dalam keadaan ini guys ya, dalam keadaan tertekan. Game sudah memasuki menit 13.
Yeah, and it's so easy to itemize against the line of
Pak
Onic,
Onicnya jalan
especially
5
with the
Pak.
blade armor being improved by the
Alright.
patch, right? Just go slap on that blade armor, you're good to go.
Yeah, you actually mentioned that for Onyx, it's really more on the physical attacks only. So Blacklist International.
Yeah.
Loadnya dibagi ini guys ya.
Come the late game, it's
Sudah
just gonna
dibagi
be so plate armor is
orang
the
sebab.
only item they actually need, not unless
Oke,
there's a kick
lore
from
kedua
Yoshino.
sudah mulai
Now,
di start
we're
oleh
seeing purifies
pasukan
here
Blacklist.
from, Blacklist International. So okay, we'll see a Lord being started
Edward
here
di
by
sini
Blacklist
mencoba
International. I think
untuk
Onyx,
membuka
they're
map.
gonna contest this
Pak ada pemain-pemain dari Onic
Onic
yang mencoba untuk beri
lore
Beri lore lagi ya. Harusnya sih milik Blacklist guys ya untuk game pertama ini.
So that if ever Onic wouldn't be able to split push so easily in the sides, but also a little bit of
Biarpun cowoknya berhasil ini ya. Masalahnya 3 dari Blacklist pakai Puri loh. Cowoknya paling bisa
Yeah.
multi edit atau redrinya loh. Cuman ledakannya akan ini guys ya, akan preheat loh kalau seperti cowok. Kalau ada yang bisa mancing Puri dari loader. Oke, lore kedua dalam melewati area top lane.
Use it against Onyx. So Lord will march in at the top lane. So Blacklist International just waiting for those minion waves. Middle lane turret is gonna be the target.
Bukan Blacklist mencoba untuk objektif turret dan mendapatkan best turret di area mid lane.
by Black
Sakit
Onic.
Claudette-nya ya.
I think Blacklist still have to kind of be on their guard because the one bad catch on Oheb will actually mean that most of their damage is going to go down the drain, right? So I think that is mission number 1 here for Super Fritz.
Wow. Masih ada ulti guys ya. Wih, kena 3 loh. Kena 4 loh penalti dari Terisla. Dua berbalas 3 guys ya. 1 kerugian untuk Onic ya. Wah, dipaksa di end sih. Wah, Claudette-nya. Wah, double kill guys ya. Masih bisa. Walaupun dari Onic udah kehabisan best turret ya. Onic dari Kirital dari Nets hasil untuk defense dengan baik. Serangan terakhir dari langsung Claude loh yang dikasih hilang. Udah full item ya retailnya. WON dari retail. Claude pakai ON guys ya.
So maybe 2 or 3 more that kind of plays from Onic, they might turn things around because
jangan sampai di ini aja, jangan sampai retailnya ya tercuri. Harusnya sih dari Onic, selama retail nggak kecuri harusnya masih bisa bertahan guys ya. Kurang dari 15 detik. Apa lord ketiga akan menampakkan dirinya di sana dari hutang bottom line. Oke, Bapak lord ketiga sudah muncul guys ya. Maka di sini pasukan Onic akan memberanikan untuk melakukan kontes untuk perbuatan lord yang ketiga. Tapi kalau misalnya Onic bisa dapat lord sih harusnya ada peluang guys ya.
So this is gonna be, I think, 2 more resets for this Lord.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that
minimum.
This is 1 straight Lord objective taking for both.
Lordnya udah hilang setengah loh. Hilang 3 bar. Ryzen mencoba lah retailnya. Oh, Edithnya cerdas pak. Double kill. Edit guys ya. Wah. Udah langsung di end ini guys ya. Di zoning low retail dari Onic oleh Edward guys ya. Enggak di end ini guys ya. Retailnya kecuri cok. Ya ampun. Menurut gua ini sih edit dari Edward zonin retail dari Onic ya. Oke guys, yang game pertama dimenangkan oleh Blacklist.